you know, from the time that I hit a brick wall per se, right? And the time that I actually even began to even try to get back up, or to try to even think that it was possible to get back up. That time frame, if I think about that time frame, I feel like I was stuck in that time frame. And for me, it was a few years. But I feel like during that time frame, I was more focused on what happened or what didn't happen, as opposed to, okay, how can I shift? Or how can I change things up? Or how can I begin again, right? And you know, for me, I think it was, you know, I never really forgave myself for decisions that I made or even didn't make, that turned into something negative, right? And I think, and when you're in that space, you really, you stop trusting yourself, right? And ultimately, if you think about it, that lack of trust just in yourself sometimes can keep you stuck, right? It can keep you in a spot or a season that you're not supposed to be in for that long. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to be there, but you was also supposed to leave 2 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, years ago. But we never forgive ourselves for our decisions or for our mistakes, because we have to understand that any decision that we did make, that was a lesson. We had to go through that. We had to learn that. We had to endure that. We had to experience that. And once we can start to understand that, that's when you can begin the process of healing, man, and understanding that, yes, you may have made mistakes. Yes, things may have not have went the way you wanted them to, but guess what? You're still here. You're still going. You're still alive, right? And you still got a purpose, man, because ultimately, man, I'm going to tell you, the hardest thing to do a lot of times is to get back up after you fail, right? Or after you feel like you failed. But we got to remember, in that season or in that moment, when you're trying to take that first step or that next step and you're hesitant, that lack of faith right there is almost like you saying you're expecting God to mess up. Because if you really trusted God, if you really understand that your vision and your purpose is divine, that fear of getting back up, it wouldn't be there. Let's go. I forgot how to quit.